In a distant valley surrounded by mountains and rivers, there lived a young man named Shola. Shola was the youngest of 7 brothers, and his father, Andrew, loved him dearly. To show his love, Andrew gifted Shola a beautiful tapestry, woven with threads that shimmered in shades of many colors. It was said that the tapestry was enchanted, able to capture the light of the moon and stars, making it glow softly in the night. Shola wore this tapestry as a cloak, and whenever he wrapped it around himself, he felt warmth even in the coldest winds. But his brothers envied him. They worked hard from dawn to dusk, tilling the fields and tending the flocks, while Shola would wander the hills, telling stories of dreams that came to him in his sleep. One evening, as they gathered around the fire, Shola shared a dream. "I dreamt that we were all stars in the sky," he said, "and though we shone together, my star grew the brightest, while yours circled around it." And the sun and moon also bowed. His brothers' faces grew dark with anger. "You think you will outshine us? That we will bow to you," they muttered among themselves. Their jealousy grew until, one day, they could bear it no longer. While they were out in the far fields, they took Shola's enchanted tapestry, ripped it from his shoulders, and cast him into a deep cave hidden among the rocks. "Let's see if your dreams will save you now," they said, and left him there. They heard the footsteps of strangers. A band of traveling traders, with camels laden with spices and precious stones, discovered him in the cave. One of them, who loved Shola, took pity on him and said he should be given to the strangers in exchange for money. They lifted him from the darkness and brought him far away, across the mountains and into the bustling city of Ziren. In Ziren, Shola was sold to a wealthy merchant named Hakim. Shola worked hard and earned Hakim's trust, eventually becoming the overseer of his household. But trouble found him again when he was falsely accused of stealing a prized jewel treasured by Hakim. Despite his innocence, he was cast into the city dungeon, where sunlight never reached. Yet even in the gloom of the dungeon, Shola's dreams continued. He spoke of them to the other prisoners, and they marveled at how his dreams seemed to hold truths hidden from the waking world. The dream of one of them came to pass, and Shola told him that he should not forget to mention him to the Sultan. One night, the Sultan of Ziren had a dream that troubled him deeply. He dreamt of a river that flowed with milk and honey, suddenly drying up to reveal a bed of stones, and of 7 golden fish swallowed by 7 black ones. He sought out to other dream interpreters, but none could interpret the dream. They were all confused. Then the prisoner Shola once interpreted his dream, remembered Shola, and mentioned him to the Sultan. Shola was sent for. Shola listened to the Sultan's dream and said, "The river and the fish speak of 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of hardship. You must store the abundance of these good years, so the people may have food when the drought comes." The Sultan was so impressed by Shola's wisdom that he made him the royal steward, putting him in charge of gathering and storing food for the kingdom. As the years of plenty turned to years of famine, Shola's foresight saved the people of Ziren, and the city prospered while others withered. One day, among those seeking grain at the city's gates, Shola saw a group of weary travelers, his brothers, who had come from their distant valley in search of food. They bowed low before him, not recognizing their brother, who now wore robes of silk and stood at the Sultan's side. Shola felt a storm of emotions rise within him. Anger for what they had done, sorrow for the years lost, and a longing for his family. But he concealed his identity and tested them, giving them grain and asking them to bring their aging father, Andrew, to Ziren. When his father arrived, old and frail, Shola could no longer hide his tears. He revealed himself, saying, "I am Shola, your son, whom you thought lost. I am the brother you left in the cave." His brothers fell to their knees, filled with shame, but Shola forgave them. "Though you sought to harm me, the winds of fate have brought us to this place where we can all be saved." The brothers wept and embraced him, and Shola welcomed them to live in the city of Ziren, where they were given land and comfort. The enchanted tapestry, though lost, had served its purpose. God had guided Shola through the darkest times, and its light, like his dreams, had never truly left him. And so, Shola's journey became a story of forgiveness and redemption, of dreams that carried truths and of a heart that found its way home. The tale was told for generations, A reminder that with God, even the smallest stars can light up the darkest nights.